runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act? I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Orlando Orbits.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
To get us started, kicker Sam Sloman. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout. Instead, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Jets first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7 orbits nothing. Aldrich Rosas set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
By number 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a fumble. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. First carry now for Justice Hill. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Orbits nothing.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurate.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And they give this time to the tailback. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second and 3. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up at the 48.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Right at the line of
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. And And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, New York.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. He'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
In the end zone. It's third down and 10 yards.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Rosas' kick is good. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Aldrich Rosas sets to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Albrecht Rosa set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with now 3 week one touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Orbits 21. Jets.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Second and 14. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And, oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. They'll run it with Hill, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
24-yard line.
That's the reason
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
What we got? 36, 36. Switch.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
The pass.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
Lining up for the extra.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
2-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Welcome back live to Orlando, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball carried by
a gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And touchdown! Tyler Lockett, 39 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Orbits 34. Jets.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Check, lucky.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chase Young in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 31, check 31.
It's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
2-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On play action, they'll throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Tonight's final score, Orbits 34.